Hello everybody! Our lesson for today is all about basic sentence patterns. We hope that you will be learning a lot after our discussion. Our objectives: first, identify and pinpoint the differences of the 5 sentence patterns. Second, construct your own sentences based on each pattern. And third, use the sentence patterns in writing a coherent and well-written essay. These are just some of the objectives that we may be able to reach once we are done with our discussion. Of course, you are expected to gain Augustinian values as we go through our discussion proper. Take note. A complete sentence requires a subject and a verb. It must also express a complete thought. Are we ready to begin? Let's start with the first sentence pattern, which is the SIV, or the subject-intransitive verb pattern. She lives in Manila. She is your subject, lives is the intransitive verb, and in Manila is your adverb modifier or simply modifier. Jesus saves. Jesus is your subject, and saves is your intransitive verb. Remember that an intransitive verb is a type of verb that does not need a direct object and is usually followed just by what we call an adverb modifier, just like in this example. Again, that is what we call the subject-intransitive verb or the SIV pattern. Let us now go to the SLVC or the subject linking verb complement pattern. Things to remember: LV or the linking verb are the following: is, are, was, were, seems, looks, tastes, feels, or sounds. C or the complement is a noun or an adjective that describes or complements the subject. Take note, in these two sentences, a doctor is a complement that is a noun, and beautiful is a complement that is an adjective. Third, the subject transitive verb direct object or the STVDO. A direct object receives the action of the verb. Kindly look at the example and try to do it on your own for the second one. The second given example is, the mother sings a lullaby. Can you identify what is the direct object? Number 4. Subject transitive verb indirect object direct object. This is also known as the STVIODO, wherein the indirect object is the object that indirectly receives the action. To make it easier, think of it as the receiver of the direct object. My friend gave me a necklace. Take note that my friend is your subject, gave is your transitive verb, a necklace is your direct object, and me is the one that receives that direct object, therefore it is called the indirect object. In the second example, Anne is your subject, made is your transitive verb, a cake is your direct object, and mother, which receives that direct object, is your indirect object. Number 5 is the STVDOOC, or the subject transitive verb direct object object complement. OC, or object complement, is a noun followed by a preposition that describes or complements the direct object. Go over the sample sentence and take note of the labels per word. As is the preposition, and class secretary is the object, which makes up your object complement. It's your turn to write your own examples. Kindly go to your LMS and look for the discussion board that says, "Write your own examples." Thank you for listening.